jigsaw. Same with the grams. It feels like, yo, figure this out.
Right, but this is what I mean. This is why people are supposed to sit and try to analyze this as best as they can. He dropped this for a reason, right?
This is an interlude.
I think it's a beef summary song.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that nigga Kendrick, well. He's gassed up off everybody, especially all the YouTube reviewers. Shout out to my man What's the Dirt and all the other guys. They break down every little thing he does that I think these days he's just doing the shit for like Easter eggs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows that no matter what, y'all gonna call him genius. So you know what? He's gonna put a little effort into it. Okay, dropped on September 11th. I guarantee you're gonna look at the time. And that probably has some meaning. I've seen people already say on Instagram, yo, he stopped rapping at 5 minutes and 4 seconds. What's 504? 504 is like a popular, it's a popular area code for New Orleans. Like, come on, bro. Like,
or it's a way to keep niggas on their toes.
He said it's a popular area code, nigga. Yo, Ack, where you from, man? This nigga said, he said a popular, nigga, it is. That's what. Just do that, man.
No, man.
Like this is not like a finisher.
I heard the Super Bowl ad that he did was actually referencing a historic American video from like a movie or some shit.
Yeah, apparently.
So wait, hold on. Let's stop at that, right? And double back. So when you ask about the dates, because that's an important point that Kyrie just brought up that I didn't get the answer you want. I think all of the dates that he's bringing up, because it stems back to one of the many things that he was bringing against Drake in the beef. I think he's using dates that are very significant to American culture specifically. Like you get me? Like he's specifically referencing things that are important to American culture to kind of dig at the fact that he's not American, and it's kind of something that we can rally behind. So like the Kyrie saying what he just said also doesn't surprise me. It kind of goes in line with that also.
Hey, Friday, I know you're still here.
Yeah.
What do you feel like? Because again, I even hear like even people on the West Coast, the way they call Drake is like, you know how Rick Ross was calling white boy? Like, they just call him the Canadian. Like, it's almost like, it's like it's meant to be so derogative. It's like, yo, you gonna fuck with us? You gonna fuck with the Canadian over us? And like, I heard Rick Ross say too, I've seen a couple of people say it, and I'm like.
You know, one thing I hate about people these days, like, what happened to just good old roasting? People want to be so sensitive about anything. Bro, it don't matter where you from. You could be from America. You could be light-skinned, dark-skinned. Whatever you are, I'm going to roast you about it. It has nothing to do with nothing. I'm going to roast you where you from, what you look like, what your skin tone, if you're fat, black, ugly, light-skinned, short hair, bald hair, whatever you are, that's what I'm going to clown you about. It has nothing to do with nothing else. Now, if you say something about Canadians, oh, you're racist now. Oh, you're a colorism. Oh, you don't like fat. No, I'm just roasting your motherfucking ass. You should have shut the fuck up. Oh, you must not like dark people. Oh, you don't like light-skinned people. Oh, Jesus. No, I'm just roasting your motherfucking ass. Whatever you are, that's what I'm going to clown you about. So if you're from Canada, well, I'm going to roast your ass, you from Canada. If you from down the block, I'm going to roast you because you down the block. If you tall, I'm going to roast you because you're tall. If you're short, I'm going to roast you because you're short. God damn, man. People always want to be a fucking victim and, oh, now you're shaming and now you're body shaming. Now you're height shaming. Now you're age shaming. God, man, this world has become so fucking soft, man. Now you're shaming everything. Everything is a shame. Now you're teeth shaming. Now you're shaming my nose. Now you hurt my feelings. Like
New York, New Jersey. Yeah, man, I'm ready. Look. New York City, I can tell the people want it. Yeah, I said that.
OT Time speaks super shattered $4.99. They're so close to calling Kendrick a meanie. WTF is wrong with these fruity clowns?
Exactly, man. Exactly. Man, they gonna call Kendrick a meanie. He's a meanie. He's a bully. Like, oh my gosh. Look, it has nothing to do with nothing. Whatever you look like, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Wherever you from, that's what I'm talking about. Whatever your hair color is, I'm gonna talk about that. What it does has nothing to do with nothing. I don't like you, so I'm gonna talk about you. Golly.
Is that
Appreciate that 5-0 speaks.
like a thing that Kendrick could really hang his hat on and gain people to support him? Basically on some, yo, we're culture, we're LA. You're not gonna fuck with a Canadian over us, right? Like,
It kind of makes me feel uncertain, man.
I think he can't lean on that too much, though. My bad, go ahead.
But it makes me feel uncertain though, because as a Canadian who broadcasts to a lot of American audience, and I talk to American people, I'm like, do you all feel that way? Because a lot.
Oh, everybody wants to have a pity boy. Well, I'm gonna get it, man. Shut up. Oh God.
People have been rallying behind him with this shit. If Rick Ross is echoing that same sentiment, and like you said, people in LA are just saying the Canadian, then has it been like that the whole time? Like, are we allowed in the game? Are we outsiders to the shit? Like,
yeah, that's kind of
you have a whole team besides Drake. So
man, y'all are so soft, bro. It don't matter. Wherever you from, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Period. If I'm from America and you're not, I'm gonna talk about you not being from America. That's it. It has nothing to do with I hate Canadians. It has nothing to do with that. Like what?
New York, New Jersey. Yeah, man, I'm ready. Look. New York City, I can tell the people want it. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, appreciate that, 99. Salute to you. Appreciate that, 99. Hey, these people so soft, man. Golly.
whole bunch of other niggas who are trying to get their foot in the door. And if that's the sentiment in the United States that we don't fuck with y'all, it's kind of saying a lot. Dog.
No, it can't be because they fuck with the weekend. Like no one's saying that about the weekend.
Exactly.
Tory.
I think it's because they think that Drake has co-opted American culture and he's a Canadian, right? And they're like, yo, you know, again, unlike a pop star like The Weeknd doesn't have to come here and act like he's from Memphis or Houston.
So should we say that Drake is a height shaman because he was clowning about Kendrick Lamar being short? So should Kendrick Lamar go to the internet and say, "Oh, are you height shaming me? Do you not like all short people? Like what the fuck?" Drake made jokes about him not being a gangster, not being this, that he's short. It's like, okay, so you made fun of me? Well, bitch, you ain't from America. Yeah, so I'm gonna wear the U.S. flag every single time you see me. I'm gonna roast your ass back. Like what? Man, come on, man.
They're looking at Drake and they're like, yo, you've co-opted like American culture, and that's like the indictment that we have against you, right?
Yeah, but isn't R&B American culture as well? Rhythm and blues from way back in the days, the blues, it's the same thing. They're not putting the same indictment on The Weeknd. And hip-hop is an American art form. There's no way of doing hip-hop music and not emulating American culture in some kind of way, no matter how much of a Canadian swing, Toronto swing we put on this shit. It's still American culture, so are we just not allowed to do hip-hop? Is niggas in Poland not allowed to do hip-hop?
Man, shut up.
And all these other places? All these niggas gotta put the mic down?
Hey, by the way, let me...
Shut. Man, y'all sound so weak talking like this, man. I feel like y'all all in a campfire with marshmallows and making s'mores, and y'all over here telling... Y'all in like a group session or something. What the fuck is this?
Let me play this video. They claim that Kendrick's Super Bowl performance, or not performance, his announcement referenced. They said he referenced a General Patton introduction speech from a 1970 film. Look at this. And basically said, after you realize that this is what Kendrick referenced, you realize even Kendrick's Super Bowl announcement was a Drake diss because he referenced something that was super patriotic, which kind of, when juxtaposed to his situation with Drake, basically saying, we're Americans, this is home team, that's a Canadian. So let me just play this real quick.
I played this already. We can skip this part.
That's a great point you're making, but we have to understand why Kendrick, I'm not saying why he won, but why it even look like that, like why the pop out and everything. He did turn this into the West Coast versus Drake. And it's easier to say West Coast versus the Canadian, which then extends to Canada, because you realize the whole West Coast kind of united and supported Kendrick in his battle, right? Like they felt like our identity is in question if we don't support this guy, and they did.
I mean, but you can't fault the West Coast for being in support of Kendrick when, again, one of the tracks that Drake, for whatever reason, thought was okay to put out was a track mocking a legendary West Coast artist to try to get at Kendrick. So, I mean, that's kind of only stands to follow that the West Coast would get behind him.
Exactly. Exactly. Knock that right out the park. Like, whoa, you disrespecting our West Coast legends? Nah, nigga, fuck you. So if anything, Drake helped the West to reunite by making that stupid ass diss track using Snoop and Tupac. Like, come on, man, Y'all gotta try better than this. Like this shit, man. Y'all just this is sad.
Like, I'm sorry, like nigga, you can't go on a fucking song and put your voice behind an AI version of Tupac and expect niggas on the West Coast won't take that some type of way.
Exactly.
But do niggas in New York feel the same way about Canadians as maybe West Coast is feeling right now, or maybe in Philadelphia or wherever, or is it just a West Coast thing?
That's just a West Coast thing, because
It's not even a West Coast thing. Y'all can go wherever y'all want to go.
I don't think it's a West Coast thing, really. I literally believe that Kendrick realized his biggest advantage against Drake was that authentically and organically, hip hop in the United States, it's a stronghold, and obviously it's not the birthplace like New York, but like LA has a storied history and an authentic swag that has always been admired and also acknowledged. And the easy thing.
And then let's not forget that he challenged Kendrick, like, oh, you ain't with real gangsters. I'm with gangsters. I'm with YG. I'm with this person. Right? So if anything, Drake, this is all your fault. You the one question if the people around Kendrick Lamar. You said you ain't with the gangsters. People in LA don't respect you. You question if people in LA respect it. You say that you get more love than he do in his own city. Well, guess what? They popped out and they show niggas. They said, nigga, what? No, nigga. This is hometown. So this has nothing to do with Drake. You caused this. You caused everybody, the whole LA, the whole California to come together for that moment. You caused that. Man, come on, man.
When someone is seen as a cultural guy who's one of the leaders from a place like that, is to say, look at Drake. If I was battling with Drake, I would say that too. Like, bro, you know, it's like, you ever seen somebody argue with a white dude? Like, shit, we were just talking about, what was that guy named Brandon Buckhammer? They'd be like, yo, bro, go do the videos in your culture. You know what I mean? That's a way to get at Drake. Yo, Drake, yo, stop talking like niggas from Memphis and running to Houston. How about you be a Canadian, right? That's kind of a way to kind of get at him, because what Drake has historically done is that he's really showed love and moved around in the U.S. that people kind of didn't really look at him as, oh, this is an outsider. It's like, yo, this is just one of us.
But that's what
So it was okay when he was giving the slaps, but now
I didn't even know that Drake was from Canada until like years after. Like when Drake first came out, I didn't even know that he was from Canada. I didn't know until like years later. I'm like, oh, he's from Canada? Oh, for real? Okay. I didn't even care, really.
Exactly. That's exactly. That's what niggas get for dick riding. But it's cool. Ain't no doubling. Don't double back. Don't try to be Drake friend later on, nigga.
Well, that's the one thing about Kendrick that I don't see. I feel like Kendrick's the only person you can say when he stopped fucking with Drake.
Salute G Money.
Everybody else was doing the back and forth shit.
wow, Kendrick really got on some go back to your country shit.
This nigga Kendrick garbage, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. And y'all, hey, Kyrie, you been dick sucking this nigga Kendrick, bro. That shit is terrible.
To me, you can ask me what I thought about the song. I think the song is cool. But y'all the reason why niggas talk about the shit. Nobody would talk about the shit if y'all niggas was so butthurt.
Exactly.
I mean, you say that, Kyrie, I think you're referring to, like, I guess the stream act, the chat niggas, because I definitely agree that this act hub keeps this shit alive. You know what I'm saying? The back and forth, which is not a problem. I mean, that's him reporting on Drake and Kendrick beef. It was the number one source, but yeah, it wouldn't be still going if niggas ain't invested. But Kendrick definitely is still trying to keep this beef alive.
I deny that I play really even remotely significant. Bro, you know what plays the biggest part?
You delusional.
Not like us, just being on the fucking charts, and no matter what Drake does, they'd be like, it's probably A minor, or they just say some dumb shit. Look, he ran to Atlanta to get a check balance. Like, bro, everything that Drake has done, they compare to the fucking song. That song is the vein of everybody's existence.
Cap.
What do you mean? Okay, hold on. Number one.
Cap.
Go ahead, Kyrie. Go ahead.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. What do you do to Meek? You just said it. You just said it a little bit ago. You said Drake is to Kendrick what Meek is to Drake. You said that.
And I think you're delusional if you think you don't play a big factor in it.
Yes.
You really got to stop acting like you're not the source. Like, you kind of downplay your impact. I mean, I know that probably wasn't the main topic, but you downplay your impact in this whole thing, man. And you're clearly... Yeah, he's talking about you. Yeah, he's put you on a song.
Look, even your people calling you out on your bullshit, man. Stop. Even your own people calling you out. They like, whoa. Hold on, Act. We ain't gonna let you slide on this bullshit. Even your own people calling you out. Right?
Song before, he's talking to you with this song. When you sit back again, and we know Kendrick put 1,000 cryptic messages in the song, man.
Hey, by the way,
how you can't feel that way.
By the way, I agree with about the thing for the donation. LK, he says, is DJ Head gonna apologize to act for saying I was capping when I said Kendrick was loading. Isn't this loaded? This is what he loaded up. The nigga loaded up an announcement and loaded up this motherfucking song. DJ Head, I need an apology, prompt and early. I'm sorry, my nigga. I don't know. Maybe you got a text now number with Kendrick. You're not getting the fucking news. But my nigga, listen, I get it from the hard drive. I don't need permission. You feel me? We'll go get that bitch. You get what I'm saying? So when I told you the nigga was loading, clearly it was true. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This nigga's just obsessed, bro. Kendrick's an obsessed guy. And a part of it I respect, though. A part of it I respect where it's like, I feel like he's almost like, yo, I gotta make sure I finish the job. Like he's really on some shit like that. That's like a car spinning the block, be like, yo, bro, everybody on the block is like shot. And he's like, hold on, man, just to make sure. Just to
I think Drake is injured right now.
Hold on.
Hold on. I got a serious question for Hack. Go ahead, bro. Serious question for Hack, right? And big salute to my podcast host, Dusty Wallace and DJ Zard. They brought up this question because the Blue, Red, Green song came down off of the streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And Drake is dealing with Kendrick now coming with new songs against him. Do you think that Drake is beefing with a label?
I said that before.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Drake is fighting this battle on all fronts at this point. I think he's realizing that he is finally at the point where 50 was at when Jimmy Iovine got tired of him. I think the industry just completely saying, we're good off of you, brother. We're good off of you.
That's a very good comparison, bro.
And I think he's fighting so many different battles. He's fighting so many different battles. So we're gonna.
He's fighting an unfair advantage. He's beefing with his own label, and then you got this little 5-foot nigga in LA sending shots at you. Come on, B.
Yo, here's the thing though. I don't think hip hop. And I see shit. I mean, I see a lot of people adopt that. Yo, he's fighting a 20v1. I don't think hip hop has the sympathy that some people might expect for Drake, even if he is getting ganged up on. I think people are like, so what? Make songs that are undeniable, and I think that's the pressure that's gonna really be bestowed upon Drake. Yo, you got to hit song your way out of this shit. We're not gonna feel bad for you. Like again, every day or every week we see another new op pop up. Like yo, oh yeah, I don't like that nigga neither.
I'm gonna be honest.
You know, hit songs are made. They're made by the industry. They're not just made by the artist.
I agree with that too.
Do you not think that has to get pushed properly for a hit song to be made? So no matter how good the song is, you can make the most amazing save the world song that should.
Winning cures everything. A wise man once told me winning cures everything. You can do a whole bunch of fucked up shit, but when you start winning, you forget about it. Drake, if you want people to forget about that ass whooping, you got to make some hit songs, brother. Winning cures everything. You're losing, bro. When you're not producing, when you're not coming out with them hits, when you're not producing anything, oh yeah, they're going to start looking at you strange. When you start losing that momentum, they're not going to give you that slack that they used to give you because you used to give them number one hits. So they, overlooked a whole bunch of shit. But when you start falling off, you're like, hold on, I don't need this nigga no more. So winning cures everything. Once you start falling off, they're going to fall off. And you were in the most unloyal business ever. The hip hop ain't got no friends, right? That is strictly business. So you are only good as your next hit. If you ain't producing any more hits, goodbye. So you gotta hit your way out of this. You gotta make some good songs. If not, goodbye. All right. It's been a good run, but a la vista, baby.
Should be a hit. If the button is not pushed, it won't be a hit.
Yo, I personally believe it.
You can make great music. If they don't push the button, he's still dead in the water, fam.
Yo, a lot of people say, yo, Ack, you're Drake's mouthpiece, pause. Or like they said about the Millie Mulder, right? I think Drake at this point, I think Drake eventually will speak. Because what's happening to him at this moment is unprecedented, right? But I still think that he's shell-shocked a bit. Like, wait, oh, y'all think he's serious? Like he's still trying to process and figure out the depth and scope of what he's going at. You know what I mean? And right, bro, I think at that point,
you gotta stop saying something.
Is that what?
No, you gotta stop saying stuff like that. That's what you make it seem so bad, where it's really not that deep.
Like he getting beat up on, like he getting ganged up on. I don't think he was oblivious to it.
Wait.
I think it's just the fake love that Dirk was speaking on. I think some of the stuff that just referenced it.
No, he was oblivious. He was oblivious. I'm telling you, he was shocked. He was like, "What the fuck?" He was shocked.
I mean, that's kind of in denial because you in denial right now. No, you're in denial about this record.
And guess what, Akademiks? By you saying that, you're making it seem like, oh, you had a conversation with Drake. And Drake said, oh, man, I can't believe this. And then people going to run with it. Why? Because you're the number one broadcaster. And then when somebody reported, You can be like, oh, why they talking? Come on, man. See, you don't even realize what you're doing. You don't realize it. You are Drake mouthpiece. That's why people come to you to hear information about Drake, because you are Drake mouthpiece. You can deny it all you want to. You are his mouthpiece.
Just as much as Drake can deny it.
No, you're not getting what I'm saying.
Pause.
He was shocked by all of the people who he thought he didn't have problems with, that were either neutral or wouldn't have reason to be joining in on trying to celebrate his demise, kick his back in, or do other things. That's what he's not surprised by. Yo,
why you talk? How do you know this? What the fuck? What? This is why. This is why people take your word for what it is. Game two, because of this.
Oh, he knew Kendrick was a hater back when he brought Kendrick on tour. He's not surprised by Kendrick. He's surprised by a lot of these other guys. Like, brother, I got you tatted on. I'm surprised by you. No, he put it like this. He realized that a lot of people that, maybe they weren't the closest at this moment in time, but in a million years, he didn't think they would go against him. He was fucking shocked. Like, what the fuck? Wait.
How would you know this? I'm not gonna come up in here. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, he was. He made not like us because he was feeling the pressure, and I would. How am I gonna sit here and give y'all an explanation why Kendrick is doing this? I don't know. But the way that you delivering this, you sound like it's confident, like you're getting information directly from him. So you know exactly what you're doing.